Hello. Hello, I'm Claire Louise Ho from BeHealing.com. Welcome to Psychic Cafe. I'm just going to go on the live, make sure I'm there. Don't make the same mistakes. I'm looking forward to what this is all about, to find out what this is all about. It's quite a few minutes for people to get on. So I missed yesterday because I was asleep. So I did two really hard workouts the day before that, and when I was coming back from training in the evening, I could hardly walk up the stairs. You know, when you've done like glutes and legs. Whoa! I was laughing at myself because I knew that I wouldn't be able to move the next morning. And yeah, I slept in, and I needed the sleep. I knew I needed the sleep. I needed a longer sleep. And so last night, what I did was I decided not to use screens. See, what I'll do in the evening is like after I've done training and I come home and have a shower and wash my workout gear and eat some dinner, then I'm pretty much settled in for the evening and I'll watch YouTube videos or chat with friends on my phone, or I'm generally doing something on my phone. And what I found was it was stopping me from sleeping, that screen stuff, you know, the blue light. I don't have any blue blocking glasses to wear in the evening, but it affects your circadian rhythm. So I was finding it really hard to get to sleep once I did want to go to sleep. And then waking up early in the morning, you know, I found I was just getting like 5 or 6 hours, and it's not really enough for me. So I'm like, well, I don't want to get up later really, although I did yesterday because I knew that I needed that. But so last night I was good. I put my phone down at about 8 o'clock and didn't touch it after that. I think I put something on so I didn't have to look at my phone. So my phone put something on, you know, like YouTube your phone has to be on. You can't put it to sleep to watch it. Well, I put something on in an app that allowed me to put it to sleep so that it would stop and I wouldn't need to look at my phone at all. And it worked. I must have been asleep by 8:30, 9 o'clock, so it worked. So I was up early this morning feeling really good. And I guess for about a week now, it could be about a week, I've been eating 100% cleanly. So I've been eating just fruit, vegetables, meat, coconut milk, coffee, no processed foods at all. And I think maybe you can see it in me. I can see it in me. I'm feeling a lot clearer. My eyes are really clear too. My eyes are really clear at the moment. That's what I noticed this morning as I was putting my mascara on. My eyes are very clear and sparkly. I feel great. Too. Ooh, hot coffee. Right, so I picked a card early this morning, and it was the Talisman card. This one. And it came in the protection position, so upside down. You can see that she's on a path, but she's kind of stepping off the path. She's about to fall off the path. She's got a dragon on her other arm, kind of pulling her back on the path. I've got a dragon on my arm too. And so the dragon is kind of pulling her back on the path. You can see there's a rune underneath the foot there. She's stepping off the path. And so there's all kinds of help to keep her on path there. But she is about to make the same mistake again. So imagine if you're playing like a video game. You keep on starting, you know when you die in a video game and then you start at the beginning again and then you keep on doing the same thing wrong. Have you ever had that? You keep on doing the same thing wrong. This is what the message is about today to me is about not making the same mistakes again. If we keep on doing what we did before, we'll make the same mistakes again. And there's all this help. We've got the dragon trying to pull us back on path, and the dragon is our power, right? And so if you're falling off the path because you are giving your power away to someone else, you're not choosing what you want in life, you're not directing your own life. And you see as well, the center of the path, there's a yin yang. So it's balance. There's balance there in the middle. And so it could be that the mistake that you're making is becoming unbalanced in the same way each time. Let's have a look what Colette has to say. Talisman, but talisman is about signs, isn't it? It's like when you're on a quest, and you get these signs, it's leading the way. You get these mysterious signs. A lesson truly learned is crystallized as earned wisdom. You have all you need for the success you seek. A reverse talisman card warns that you must be aware of the repetitive patterns in your life. Sometimes the things that feel most familiar carry with them reminders of what you don't want to experience again. Yeah, that's another thing. And so if the similar things keep on showing up in your life, it could be that it's just time to say no to it, Yet here you are, faced with an important choice. You can move forward cautiously, or you can look for another path that will take you in a new direction. Consider this. If you've fallen down a hole a few times, why wouldn't you walk around it this time? Exactly, say no to it. If you know where the hole lies, treasure that wisdom. For me, this has played out in my life. Having grown up in an abusive family and gone through abuse, I kept on doing the same thing. I kept on getting into relationships with abusive people. And it seemed familiar to me, but I was never recognizing it and thinking, oh no, not this again. I'm going to say no to it this time. I just kept on going into it, making those same mistakes again. So it could be that you're doing something similar. Although the universe is unlimited, every individual path has some limitations. Accepting that not all avenues are available to you at this time is a powerful realization. That said, you don't have to retrace your footsteps either. No matter what, you're on this path to gain greater wisdom, regardless of the choice you make. This is the time to ask others who have been here before for advice and assistance. Their wisdom will awaken your own. Interesting. So that's the talisman for today. Bit of a warning for today. Don't do the same things over again. And learn how to say no when you notice that it's the same thing all over again. We've got all of this help. We're being shown. And the daily read for today on my YouTube channel, I'm just going to sort this wire out because it's freaking me out. It's knotted. The microphone wire has got a knot in it. It's just kind of hanging in the air. There we go. It's on the floor now. The daily read for today, if you haven't watched it already, so today being Thursday the 17th of October, was all about meditation. It was about taking action, but not taking action until you've meditated, not taking action until you're coming from a good energy place through meditation. And so it was talking like every part of the reading for the daily read today was about meditation. And it was talking about getting into the flow with meditation. It was talking about improving your focus with meditation. It was talking about allowing your higher self to come in through meditation. And so if you meditate before you take action, not only might you get different inspiration of different action to take or how to take that action, you might get that inspiration in meditation, you might get it after the meditation, but also you're clearing your own energy, so you're not holding the vibration of your unconscious mind predominantly. You're going to that conscious mind or the higher self's mind instead. And so from that place, from that energetic place, you can attract completely different than you would if you just jumped into action from a chaotic place inside of yourself, from where you've been running that on that subconscious mind. And you get completely different results from that. And so The talisman, it's about that too, the talisman. Maybe the mistake you're making is you're just not living life on a deep enough level. You're not meditating before you take action. I'm just going to grab my nail file because I've got a nail that's on me. Yeah, so that could be the mistake that you're making. It might not be that the similar kind of people are showing up in your life over and over again, or similar kind of lessons are showing up over and over again. And you're not saying no to them. It could be that you're just not living life on a deep enough level. It might be time to level up. It might be time to start meditating before you do something. I know it works so well for me, and sometimes I forget to do it too, is that if I meditate before I start work and set my intentions really clearly in that meditation, my working day is so much better. Like the customers that I attract, the things that go on, it's just so much better. And I get that clarity of direction as well of what to do for that day. Now, I don't always do it. Sometimes I get a bit lazy with my meditation. I set the time aside, like this morning. I set the time aside for it because I was up so early, but I didn't really do it. I just I put some guided meditations on from the Karma, and I lay there in bed and let my mind wander. Didn't bring my mind back. I wasn't focused on it at all. So you can get really lazy about it, and I don't know why, because I know how powerful it is if I do proper meditation before work. So yeah, I need to not be so lazy and actually get out of bed. Okay, now sorted out now. Crisis over. So if you're on and you're watching, just pop a message up. Who are you? Where are you watching from? Because I'm going to be doing some readings for you later. But first of all, I'm going to go in deeper into the energies of today. So we've got the talisman in reverse. Not making the same mistakes again. We've got all about meditation and taking action. Meditating to get clear before we take action. From the daily read. What else is going on? Let's have a look. Action again. So take the risk and wake up. Now the wake up card to me here is about doing new things, waking up a part of yourself maybe that's been asleep for a while. It could be that you've got something that's really important to you, like an art or something like that, or a hobby or something that you really enjoy doing that you haven't done for ages. And you need to wake up that part of yourself and take the risk. It could be that you have been healing from something. So say you've taken a break from something, maybe you've taken a break from relationships because you've been healing yourself, and like you've realized that it's not a good time to get into relationships until you've healed yourself. You've taken a break for it. Or this is like, take the risk, wake up that part of yourself again. Maybe it's time to jump back on that wagon. Maybe you've been a bit of a hermit, staying in. Again, similar reasons to get back to your own energy, or to avoid, again, healing, to avoid the triggers, that you need to get clear within yourself to heal, spending time by yourself. Maybe it's time to wake up the social part of yourself, go back out again, mingle with people. So whatever it is you've been kind of hiding from for a while, and it's not a problem, it's a really healthy thing to take time for ourselves. It's a really healthy thing to take time to be single. It's a really healthy thing to take that step back and find ourselves. But it's also a really healthy thing to recognize and to try out to see if you're ready to take those new steps, those next steps again. That's good advice. But remember, meditate before you do. Otherwise you might make the same mistakes again. And when you've taken that time out, you come from a much clearer place. When you get back into it, whatever you've stepped away from, when you take that risk and get back into it, you can be much clearer. You're going to see the patterns. You're going to see it more clearly. And so, in my example, keep on getting into abusive relationships, then I'd recognize it. after a break, I'd recognize it and not do it again. Hopefully. I like those. So again, relating this to the taking action, the meditation before taking action today. Passion and get support. So the action that we want to take is on our passions. Whether it's passion for something you do, passion for some person, passion for whatever you're feeling passion for. Get support. Allow others to support you in that. It could be that you need guidance and you want a reading. For full readings is in the description box is the link to get full readings from me there. Could be your health too. You might want to get support in that. And I've made massive changes to my health in that, especially the last 2 years. Especially in the last year. Massive, massive changes. I feel like a completely different person. I feel better than I've ever felt before. So you might want to get support in that. But whatever it is that you're passionate about, wherever your passion is leading you, let other people support you in that. The universe wants to help you. You know the talisman card, it showed like a dragon pulling her back on path, and there was a rune underneath the foot while she was about to fall off the path. That's the support, the universe supporting you. And sometimes these things just do come out of thin air like that, we can have like angels, it seems, help us when we're in a real time of crisis. But most of the time it's just through people. It's like if you need particular support or help, then there's people around you that can give you that, and the universe works through them. And so maybe you've been trained to wait for it to come through just magically direct to you from the universe instead of coming through people, and so you're kind of pushing the people away. It reminds me of that, I don't know, it's a parable or something, some kind of story where there's a flood and there's a man on his rooftop, and anyway, he wants saving, so he's praying to God to save him. And so this man comes along on a boat and says, "Get in my boat, I'll save you." And he said, No, it's okay. I've prayed to God, God's going to save me. And then, a helicopter comes along saying, "Grab onto this ladder, come to save you." And he's like, No, it's okay. I've prayed to God, God's going to save me. And ends up perishing there on the roof because it's not allowing people to help him. And this is saying, let people help you. Again, it doesn't have to be in crisis. Don't wait until you're in crisis. Don't only allow help in when you're in crisis. That's the hardest time to let help in fact, especially with things like readings. It's when somebody's in crisis, when they're in a really emotional, reactive state. They can't even hear the messages. Like I can be sat in front of somebody telling them what their higher self really wants them to know, like the most important message, and they will talk over the top of me, or they'll get distracted when I'm saying that sentence, and they don't even hear it. They're not on the same vibrational length to hear it. And so you've got to be in the vicinity vibrationally to be able to hear something. And so when you wait until you're in crisis, you're not in the vicinity to hear. But if you're asking for help when you're in a good place and you're moving toward your passion, then you're open to it. You're really open to it. Can't tell you how many people only get in touch with me when they're in crisis. And then some of them don't even get a reading at that point either. They talk about getting a reading and then they don't. And then I'll get in touch with them like a week later saying, "Did you want that reading?" And they'll say, "Oh no, I'm okay now, the crisis has been averted." It's like, well, this is the time to get the reading then. So you don't fall off the path in the same way. That talisman card again. So you don't make the same mistakes again. Like, don't wait for the crisis to happen again. But yeah, this is about, this is about more than that. This is about getting out of that pattern of crisis and crisis averted, but still not getting support. This is about your passion, getting support in your passion. So in a proactive way for what you want to do, you want to put your passion into action, get the support at that point when you're feeling really good. I like that message. So more energies for today. What else? Guidance. Oh, I've got 3 cards. What's the guidance? What's the guidance card? So let's just ignore that because it is guidance that I've asked for. Completion. Appreciate self. Right, so this is about negative self-talk. And there's an aspect of that being over now. So negative self-talk can undermine us completely. The action that we take, we tend to sabotage ourselves. And we've got this negative self-talk going on. But maybe, just maybe, you've come to the end of some of that. There's always layers of it, of course. There's always some of it going on. Nobody's 100% confident, 100% sorted. Otherwise, we'd be dead. There'd be no reason to be here. Hey, tune in TV, constipation. There's a word. So yeah, the negative self-talk causes us to sabotage. But maybe you've released a layer of that now. Maybe it's time to take action again to see if it's different, to see if you've changed, if you've moved forward into more self-appreciation or into more allowing. Okay, I'm going to pick my cards out and then I'll do readings for you guys. Pop up a message, tell me where you're from, where you're watching from. Because I'll be getting to those readings soon if anyone comes on. Just got anything to say apart from constipation. Oh, I like this. So these are my cards for the day. I pick 4 cards out for myself each day and I keep them by my bed so that gives me a focus. This is about self-love and romance. This is about romance, reflecting that self-love that I've got. And that's cool. The more you love yourself, the more you're attracting really amazing people that love you on that same level. And it can be romantic. In fact, it's all kinds. All kinds of love, but especially romance. When you don't love yourself, then you attract people that don't love you either. And love and surrender. All about love for me tonight. You're loving yourself right now. The card said constipation. No, it didn't. It said completion. They are a bit battered, my cards. I've used them for a long time. Well, that's good. You're loving yourself. Would you like a reading? Tune in TV. So what I do is connecting with your higher self, passing on messages from your higher self about whatever you need to know at the moment. And so today it's about, I got the talisman card in the reverse position. So maybe today for the readings I'll focus on helping you not to wander off that path. See, she's about to step off the path, but there's universal help there. There's a rune just popped up underneath the foot so that she's got something to step on when she's about to fall off. There's a dragon on her arm pulling her back on path. Got the balance, the yin yang symbol in the middle there, in the middle of the path, so showing her that balance is going to bring her back on path. So lots of universal help there. To not make the same mistakes again. Can't get any higher than I am now. Well, that's awesome. But you can, otherwise you'd be dead. It's like if there wasn't further to go, then we wouldn't be here anymore. There always is layers. It gets better and better. Life experience gets better and better as well. Thank you for the likes. But that's an awesome place to be in when you're in that feeling that it can't get better than this. This is awesome. Nice arm tap. Thank you. It's a dragon. A dragon with a jasmine flower. There's a story behind it. This is my 3 children. So my eldest son designed this tattoo. He's got the same one on his right forearm, the other way around. My daughter's called Jasmine. My youngest son is a dragon, Chinese sign. And so these are my 3 children on my forearm. Would anyone like a reading? Closer. There you go. It's a beautiful tattoo. It's the first tattoo that I've had that's like really visible to me. I love it. I might get another tattoo on this arm. I'm not sure. Well, my tattoos are down on one side of my body. So if someone stands on that side of me, they think they've got no tattoos. And if someone's on that side of me, they see all my tattoos. Got a big one on my side as well, Phoenix. Thank you. Hey, Algene, how are you? Where are you watching from, Algene? Want to pick your cards? Algene. Right, Algene, your higher self is saying that to forgive yourself, you need to step into your power. So it's like, I'm hearing at the moment, you're trying to forgive yourself, but you're still doing the same thing. This is like the talisman card, keep on falling off the path in the same way. It's like, stop making the same mistakes again. You're trying to forgive yourself, but you're not changing your behavior. And the behavior that you need to change is to empower yourself. And so if you stay like in a victim mode, whether it's, you don't have to be a complete victim, but it might be that you feel like a victim to a certain person or certain things in your life, maybe where you're living or, government. People can have all kinds of stories going on. Like it could be health. A lot of people feel victim to the health, which they aren't at all. You can take complete control of your health. And so the forgiveness that you've been trying to do will happen. That will be completed, and you'll feel the release of it, the relief and the release of it, when you actually change your behavior and take power for that thing. Yeah. And Algene. Hey, Laura. From Massachusetts. Okay, so this is further information on that, Algene. So is it true and initiate? It's is it true? That's the card that's about your mind telling you stories. Like I said, you can be out of it's not standing in your own power, and you've got these stories that you're a victim of something instead of taking control of that, taking the power over it. And so finding that that contradiction that's in your mind, finding that incorrect thought that's in your mind, that you haven't got full power, that you're a victim to something, can be found out by meditation, through meditation. And so if you're going into meditation, you can listen to where your mind wanders off to, and that'll be something about that incorrect belief. You're welcome, Algene. I'm in lazy mode, I need to kick. You're welcome, Algene. Laura, wow. How cool, is this your first time on here? Let's pick some cards for Laura. I know you'll want one. It's a shame this isn't two-way. Like years ago, I think it was before you got involved with Be Healing, Laura. I used to do lots of webinars back in the day when webinars just started. And there was, I can't remember what software it was at the time that I was using. I used to use AnyMeeting. I don't know if it was that one, but there was one where I could do like my workshops, like small groups online of like 6 people. And I did like there was a breakthrough experience program that I ran. And it had like, we'd all do videos and everyone's video would be up there. And so we could all see each other. It was really cool way. It'd be good if YouTube could do that. Laura. To the talisman card. So this is about how we're stepping off our path and how we're making the same mistakes over and over. Thanks for the subscribe. Tune in TV, you're probably the 444th. I noticed it was 443 this morning. So I was like, oh, go on, get 444 because it's a good number. Laura, so yeah, how you're stepping off your path in the same place, how you're making the same mistakes all over and over again. So there's pursuit of what you should be doing. Yeah, you know, a lot of people come to me for readings for this very purpose. Is that the seeking the life purpose is as if there is something that's preordained for them to do, and they haven't figured out what it is yet. And so this has got a similar kind of energy about it. And it's not useful, right? Because all of the answers are within you. It's like in your passions and stuff. It's like if I didn't pursue my passion of readings, if I didn't just start doing it, then I wouldn't have been led to this business. And if I didn't pursue my passion of exercise, then I wouldn't have been led to managing the Muay Thai gym either. It's like all of these things, you don't think it's related. Like I didn't go to do Muay Thai training and think, oh, this is going to lead me to work that I'm going to do. I had no idea of it. It was just an interest, and I followed that interest. And that's the same for everybody. And so when you're actually trying to find something serious, serious life purpose, that's the wrong way of going about it. To like want to know it beforehand and then take serious steps toward it. It's the wrong way to go about it. It's just to do what you love. And Laura. Overall view count. Oh, I don't know. I started doing more videos on my YouTube channel about 3-4 weeks ago, building it up. Before that, for many years, it had just been like a receptacle for my videos so that I could put them on my website. I'd never really focused on it being a social media channel to use in that way. And so I started, it was just a few weeks ago that I started doing the daily reads. I've been doing the weekly reads for a long time. And yeah, at the moment, when I look at the stats, it's like up, in the last 28 days, it's up like greater than 999%. I can't remember what the figures are, but yeah, it's going up really fast, which is awesome. Thank you everyone for the subscribes and the likes and all of that. Okay, Laura. Yeah, so you've got to believe in your own guidance, Laura. And the guidance is smaller than you think it is, you know. It's just those little nudges to go somewhere or do something, or that little feeling to paint a picture, or you know, it's just those little things, and we think it's not important, but it is. Yeah, relax, Laura. So trust your own guidance. Those little guidances, you know. A lot of people are looking for this they're looking for the big thing. And people ask me like, oh, how did you create this business? How are you so successful? It's like I just followed my guidance every little bit. Like there's nothing magical to it. I didn't set out to do it either. I just followed my guidance. And whenever I have tried to do it the serious way and set out to do something and do like a business course or something like that, it totally backfires and wrecks my business, like every time. But if I just keep on trusting myself, following those little intuition things, those little ideas, it all works out, really. It's that simple. It's the little things, and it's the little things that we do that lead to the big things. And that's what the daily read says today too, it's about taking action today, but it's not about just taking any old action from any energy. It's not like rushing into something, just doing something to get somewhere. It's not about that at all. It's about meditating first, getting clear, getting a really good intention, good energy, then taking action. So it's taking aligned action or taking inspired action. It's cold today. My feet are cold. Yes, I love when that happens. It is, it's cool, huh? The little things. The little things that lead to great things. And you know, like even now, like that managing managing the Muay Thai gym, which I stopped doing a couple of months ago now, but all my ideas that I had for that, and it was really firing me up. I really loved doing it, but it obviously wasn't the right place. But now, what's opening up in my life, I don't think I've told you about it, Laura, but now what's opening up in my life is like, is that too. It's like much more aligned with me. So I'm being led, or you're always led down this path, and it's magical once you do that, once you allow the universe to lead you down this path. But you've got to surrender control to do that. You've got to surrender to that path. And like, you've got society telling you that no, you've got to be in control of yourself and that there's something wrong with you. There's something irresponsible about you. If you don't do that, well, you're missing out on the magic if you don't do that. Seriously. I notice you don't have any what? Don't have any what? Tuning TV. Would anyone else like a reading? Is there anyone else watching? Just pop up a message, tell me who you are and where you're from, and I can get some messages for you. Mine's all about self-love, romance, love, and surrender today. Lovey, lovey day. Read what I said just before that. Good. I notice you don't have any. Good. What's your overall view count? Good. I notice you don't have any. I don't understand. Sorry. It still doesn't make any sense to me. Anyone else want a reading? I might make a video today about my 21 Wishes in 21 Days program, a meditation program. Have you started it, Laura? I need to start it again. I did that the first couple of days of it and then had a day in bed, sick, and then fell off the wagon. I need to start it again. The recording quality is not that good. I've been doing some voiceover work lately, and thought, I should re-record the 21 Wishes in 21 Days program and make it sound better, because I know more about that, the audio editing and stuff like that. And then a few days ago, I got to do some voiceover thing, and I've been using GarageBand on my MacBook to record them. And they've updated it. It's completely changed. I don't even know how to use it anymore. Like, I was really struggling trying to find where anything is, which is weird because usually Apple stuff is really intuitive, and this new version of GarageBand isn't at all. I can't figure out how to record my voice well. I can't figure out how to switch it from mono to stereo. I can't figure out any of it. It was hard enough to even figure out how to record on the thing. So I need to find some new software. So the great idea of recording it again, because I know much more about it now. Suddenly, I don't know anything about it again because I can't use GarageBand anymore because they've updated it and made it complicated. Complicated for me. Maybe someone's going to do a tutorial on YouTube so that we know how to use it again. For some reason, it's being blocked. Laura Windle. Nice, I downloaded most and then got sidetracked. Okay. You need tags on your videos. Okay. In the description part. I think I did some for the full moon videos this last week. Thanks for the advice. Yeah, I have noticed that on some people's videos, and I put some in on the full moon videos, but I haven't done it for the daily reads and everything. I'll do it. Thanks for the advice. In fact, I'm going to write that down. Otherwise, I'm just going to forget it. Thanks. Thank you. Cool. Well, I'll leave it there. Thanks everyone for coming along. Thanks for your subscribes and your likes and all of that. It makes a big difference. I'm going to get onto that tag thing. Thank you for that advice. Yeah, I'm learning as I go. The more I do on YouTube, I'm learning. And the reason that I've started more on YouTube is that I've started using it. It's like my preferred channel, my preferred social media channel now for using it myself. I'm using it a lot through the day, learning, following people. I'm subscribed to people about health and fitness and stuff and longevity, diet. Yeah, I'm using it for myself that way. And it's like, okay, well, maybe I need to be offering this too as a channel, especially because Facebook hardly works at all anymore. I can't even be bothered with Facebook personally anymore either. It just seems like stupid. It's starting to seem stupid to me, Facebook. It's funny. Like, but YouTube's got good content on it. Easy to listen to, in pleasant voice. Yeah, thank you. And this is why I started doing voiceover work too, because people have told me that. It's like, why are you just doing it for yourself? Why don't you do it for other people too and get paid for it? So I am. You too, Laura. Awesome. Okay. Have a fantastic day, everybody. I'm here every day, same time. Most days, anyway. Some days I'm not. Some days I'm in sessions with clients on Skype. Some days I just stay in bed and stay asleep. So yeah, have a fantastic day. See you all next time. Check out my videos as well. The rest of the videos on YouTube. Bye.